Nestled in the heart of Greece, Athens stands as a testament to the enduring legacy of ancient civilization. With a history spanning over 3 millennia, this city has played a pivotal role in shaping the cultural, political, and philosophical landscape of the Western world. From its mythical origins to its contemporary prominence, the history of Athens is a tale of triumphs, challenges, and intellectual brilliance. The roots of Athens delve into the realm of mythology, where gods and goddesses shape the destinies of mortals. According to ancient lore, Athens was named after the goddess Athena, the daughter of Zeus, and the patroness of wisdom, courage, and strategic warfare. The city's foundation myth narrates a competition between Athena and Poseidon, the god of the sea, for the honor of becoming Athens' patron. Athena, by gifting the olive tree, triumphed over Poseidon's offering of a saltwater spring. This tale not only bestowed divine favor upon Athens, but also emphasized the city's commitment to wisdom and peace. The historical narrative of Athens begins to crystallize during the Archaic period in the 8th century BC. The city emerged as a significant city-state within the region of Attica. The establishment of a legislative assembly, known as the Ecclesia, marked a key development in the evolution of Athenian governance. This assembly, composed of free male citizens, laid the groundwork for democratic principles that would later become a defining characteristic of the city of Athens. During this era, Athens navigated the complex web of alliances and conflicts that characterized Greek city-states. The rise of tyrants, such as Pisistratos, brought both stability and autocratic rule to the city. However, the subsequent era saw the advent of Cleisthenes reforms in 508 BC, which laid the foundation for Athenian democracy. Cleisthenes introduced a system of political equality and empowered the citizens to participate in decision-making through various institutions, including the Council of 500 and the Popular Assembly. The early 5th century BC witnessed Athens facing a formidable external threat, the Persian Empire. The Battle of Marathon in 490 BC marked a pivotal moment when Athenian forces, alongside their allies, successfully repelled the Persian invasion. Legend has it that a herald named Pheidippides ran from Marathon to Athens to deliver the news of victory, inspiring the modern marathon race. The subsequent decades saw Athens emerging as a leader of the Delian League, a coalition of Greek city-states formed to resist further Persian aggression. The League's treasury was located on the island of Delos, but Athens gradually transformed it into a source of Athenian power. The city's ascendancy in the League fueled its economic prosperity and cultural flourishing, epitomized by the construction of the Parthenon on the Acropolis, a temple dedicated to Athena. The mid-5th century BC, often referred to as the Golden Age of Athens, was marked by the statesmanship of Pericles, a prominent political figure. Pericles guided Athens through a period of unprecedented cultural and intellectual achievements. The city became a beacon of democracy, philosophy, literature, and the arts. Pericles' leadership saw the construction of iconic structures, including the Parthenon and the Propylaea, which adorned the Acropolis. The flourishing of the arts reached its height with the works of renowned playwrights like Achilles, Sophocles, and Euripides, showcasing the brilliance of Greek tragedy. The philosopher Anaxagoras and the historian Herodotus also contributed to the intellectual ferment of this era. Athens' naval power and influence expanded, resulting in the transformation of the Delian League into the Athenian Empire. While this hegemony brought wealth and cultural prestige to the city of Athens, it also sowed the seeds of resentment among other Greek city-states, leading to the Peloponnesian War. The Peloponnesian War, a protracted conflict between Athens and the Peloponnesian League, led by Sparta, marked a violent chapter in Athenian history. The war, triggered by underlying tensions and power struggles, tested the resilience of the Athenian state. Pericles' strategy of relying on Athens' naval strength and the long walls, which are fortifications connecting the city to its port Piraeus, aimed at withstanding a protracted siege. However, the devastating plague that struck Athens in 430 BC, coupled with military setbacks, weakened the city. Pericles himself succumbed to the epidemic in 429 BC. The war brought hardships and political upheaval, with the oligarchical regime of the 400 briefly replacing democracy in the year 411 BC. However, the democratic institutions were eventually restored, and Athens continued to resist Spartan advances. The conflict concluded with the disastrous Sicilian expedition between 415 and 413 BC, and Athens' ultimate defeat in the year 404 BC. The aftermath of the Peloponnesian War marked a period of decline for Athens. The city lost its political and military supremacy, and its walls were dismantled. The Spartans imposed an oligarchic government known as the 30 Tyrants, leading to a brief reign of terror. However, democratic governance was eventually restored in the year 403 BC, and Athens sought to rebuild its influence. The city entered a phase of cultural and philosophical renaissance, with figures like Plato and Aristotle contributing to the intellectual landscape. Yet the specter of the Macedonian power loomed large, as Alexander the Great conquered Athens in the year 335 BC. The Hellenistic period witnessed the rise and the fall of various kingdoms, including the Ptolemaic and the Seleucid empires. Athens retained its cultural significance, but political autonomy remained elusive. The city underwent successive periods of Macedonian, Roman, and Byzantine rule, each leaving its imprint on Athens' evolving identity. Athens experienced a transition from the Hellenistic rule to the Roman dominance in the year 146 BC, when the Roman general Lucius Mummius sacked the city. While Athens retained its cultural prestige and intellectual allure, it became a provincial center within the Roman Empire. The Roman period saw the construction of notable landmarks, such as the Library of Hadrian and the Roman Agora, blending Roman architectural styles with Greek traditions. Athens continued to be a hub of learning, with Roman emperors like Hadrian and philosophers like Epictetus contributing to its intellectual vibrancy. The decline of the Roman Empire in the 4th century AD ushered in the Byzantine era. Athens, now part of the Eastern Roman Empire, experienced periods of prosperity and decline. The city's ancient monuments, including the Parthenon, were repurposed as Christian churches, reflecting the religious and cultural shifts of the time. With the fall of Constantinople in the year 453 AD, Athens fell under Ottoman rule. The city underwent significant changes as Byzantine structures were repurposed into mosques, and the Acropolis became a fortress. Athens became a provincial center within the Ottoman Empire, experiencing economic decline and cultural stagnation. The 17th century brought a resurgence of interest in classical antiquity, known as the Renaissance. European travelers and scholars, drawn to the classical heritage of Athens, embarked on a grand tour to study and collect artifacts. This period of intellectual curiosity laid the groundwork for the subsequent archaeological exploration of ancient Athens. The 19th century marked a transformative period for Athens, as the flame of Greek nationalism ignited the Greek War of Independence against Ottoman rule. The city became a focal point of the struggle for freedom, and the iconic Battle of Navarino in 1827 played a crucial role in shaping the outcome. In 1833, the Treaty of Constantinople recognized the independent Greek state, and Athens was chosen as its capital. The city, ravaged by war and neglect, required extensive reconstruction. The first king of Greece, Otto, initiated efforts to revive Athens, and a series of urban planning projects aimed at restoring its former glory were undertaken. The modernization of Athens gained momentum in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. The neoclassical architecture that graces the cityscape today is a testament to this period of revitalization. Notable structures, including the National Library, the Academy of Athens, and the University of Athens, were constructed during this era. The 20th century brought both triumphs and tribulations to Athens. The city hosted the first modern Olympic Games in 1896, symbolizing a reconnection with its ancient legacy. However, political turmoil, including periods of authoritarian rule and military juntas, cast a shadow over Athens in the mid 20th century. In recent decades, Athens has experienced a renaissance, reclaiming its status as a global cultural and economic hub. The city hosted the Summer Olympics once again in 2004, showcasing its modern infrastructure and resilience. Today, Athens stands as a vibrant metropolis that harmoniously blends its ancient heritage with contemporary vitality. From its mythical origins and the democratic ideas of the Golden Age to the trials of war, foreign domination, and the rebirth in the modern era, Athens stands as a symbol of human achievement and endurance.